over if you want to. We can watch some TV, watch some Netflix if you want. You can come on over if you want to. We can do whatever we want to, baby. I've been missing you like crazy lately, but I don't think you feel the same thing, baby. Well, maybe you do, 'cause you love me like the seasons change. You're hotter than July, you're cold, you switch so fast. You love me like the seasons change. You're hotter than July, you're cold, you switch so fast.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, my name is Leslie and I like to post lifestyle, budgeting, and motherhood type of content here on the Mother Plan. So for today's video, y'all, I know y'all see that month. It does say May, and yes, we are in June. But y'all, I did not do any paper budgeting whatsoever for the month of May. I did everything online. And when I do that, I tend to use my credit card more than my cash envelopes. So I need to go through all my cash envelopes and make sure I pull out all the money that I spent for the month of May, just so I can make sure that my envelopes are correct moving into June. So let's go ahead and go over all of our transactions from week 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna go ahead and unstuff all the money I need to, and then add the money that I need to some of the envelopes. So I'm not gonna be doing my monthly cash stuffing that I do for my sinking funds. This is mainly just for my regular cash envelopes, and whatever transactions that I did for the month of May, I need to make sure that everything is accounted for. So I do have some money right here. I have about $200 right here in this little pocket, and that's because I did not give both my husband and we didn't get any money for the month of May, so I need to pay us. And we normally get $25 per week, so that's $100 per person. So this is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. So that's for us, and that's gonna go in our envelopes. And then right here, I just have some change, just in case I have to break some bills when I'm going through and cash unstuffing the envelopes. So for change, I have 10, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35. So $35 should be enough. We are going to make it work. I'm gonna pull all the money out for each week, and then we'll just go through and make sure each one is correct. All right, so let's go ahead and just go over our transactions for week 1 real quick. So as you can see, pretty much this is probably the lowest transaction amount that I've had in a long time. All right, so pretty much for week 1, I just had to account for some bills and just a little bit of money for groceries. So $610, that is our mortgage amount. That is the new amount that I set aside each week. I was doing $600 and I thought I was going to do $625, but turns out we only need to do $610 per week to cover the mortgage for the month. And then the health insurance that comes out of my paycheck, so we already accounted for that. And the cell phone bill that also comes directly out of the checking account. So what I'm going to do, since I'm doing all the weeks all together, I am not going to unstuff each one week by week. I'm just going to keep a running total and make sure that I have the correct amount in each envelope. So I do need to cash unstuff the $89, and I need to also account for giving us $50 towards our spending. So $25 for me and $25 for him. So what we can do is just go ahead and do the weekly spending amount. I'm going to add everything up. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just add up everything for week 1. And then once I do all of our week spending, we'll go ahead and just make sure each envelope is correct. So for groceries, we had a total of $89. Spending was $50. We did nothing for gas, nothing for childcare, but we did have $1,161 in bills. And everything else was $0. So we had a total of $1,300 for week 1's spending. And I'm going to put that right here. Okay, so then we can move over to week 2. Week 2 was a little bit more as far as our transactions. We did go ahead and count for our mortgage, which was $610. We also had the car insurance come out, and that was $205. Now I do have some check marks right here next to childcare because I went ahead and gave that to her. Since that was way in the beginning of May, I did account for some of the childcare payments. So you will see that I have 2 check marks there, so we don't have to account for that. But we do need to account for every other transaction. So I need to cash unstuff the $45 out the beauty sinking fund. That was for my husband's haircut. We do need to account for the gas that we got for the car, which was $48. Grocery, as you can see, I have 4 transactions for groceries for this week. And y'all, I did not do all groceries, but I went to like Publix and Aldi. So I did use that category because we had such a surplus. Like our Mother's Day flowers, I decided to get from Publix, so I just used the groceries because we had so much money left over from the previous month, and I didn't do that much spending for May as well. So total wise, we had 4 transactions in groceries, and that was $208. And then we also got gas for the truck. That was $83. This right here, this miscellaneous transaction, that was $8, and that's just because I had to account for the tolls. We did a lot of traveling, so sometimes, you know, you got to do those little tolls, and they do it by your license plate. So it ended up being $8. So we paid that out of the miscellaneous category. And y'all, the big one, can y'all see that? Whew, $2,000. That was for our vacation payment. I honestly, y'all, just put it on my credit card, and I already paid that out of the account. So I do need to pull that money out of the sinking fund so I can put that money back into the account. Okay, so I'm gonna pull $2,000 out of our vacation envelope and then make sure the cash envelopes are correct with these other amounts. So let's go ahead and add up week 2 spending, which obviously is going to be quite a bit because of that huge vacation payment. So we did $208 in groceries, $50 for personal spending, $131 for gas, $815 total for our bills for the week, $25. Ooh, no, that should be 50. Look right there, 25. So let's change that. That should be 50. So let me start over. $208, $50, $131, $815, $50 instead of the 25. We had $8 in miscellaneous, and then we had a whopping $2,045 out of our sinking funds. That is a total of $3,307 for our total spending for week 2. That is quite a bit. So I'm going to make sure all the cash envelopes are correct. So moving on to week 3. Week 3, this was pretty basic. We didn't have too much going on, but we did have my daughter's graduation. My youngest, she graduated from pre-K. So we did use the miscellaneous category to get her graduation gift. So that was $30 from that category that I need to make sure I count for in our cash envelope. Then we also did $610 for week 3 for our mortgage. The health insurance came out at $200. Our electric and water bill was $154. And this one right here, y'all, we had to pay $1,000 towards our tax bill. When I tell y'all I was so disappointed, I have not owed taxes in, y'all, ever. Like, now I'm trying to think about it. I've never owed taxes. However, I don't know if you guys remember this. Some of you guys who've been here for a long time remember that my job had a breach in the timekeeping system. So they had to back pay us for COVID pay that we were doing. I work at a hospital, so we did get critical pay, and it was the end of 2021 when we got a breach into our timekeeping system, and everybody's checks were wrong and they couldn't fix it for months. So we ended up getting paid whatever we were owed at the end of 2021, they paid us in 2022. So it changed my tax bracket for 2022, plus they were not taking enough taxes. So it was a whole mess, but it's okay. It ended up being a little bit over $1,000, and I was able to take some money that I had put aside and use that money, and then I had to just take $1,000 out of our savings because of that whole mess. And like I said, I'm not trying to collect any new debt, so we want to just go ahead and take care of that. So that was $1,000 that I was not planning on paying. I knew about it though, so don't get me wrong. In April, we got our taxes filled out and everything was turned in at the right time. I put it on the credit card, and then I just paid the credit card in May. So that's that. So we have all our bills accounted for, and we did need some gas for the car, $59, and the rest is groceries. I usually set aside $160, so we were only over by 19. But like I said, we had a huge rollover from the month of April for our grocery category, so we were still within our budget per se. So let's go ahead and add up our total spending for week 3. All right, so for groceries, it was $179. For spending, $50. We had $59 in the gas category, $1,964 in bills, and that was mainly because of that tax bill. Then we had $25 for childcare. We had $0 for family fun. We had $30 for graduation for my youngest, and that was it. So our total spending for week 3 was $2,307. And then lastly, we can do week 4. Y'all, week 4 was crazy. So let me give you a little bit of context here. This was the week my friend was getting married, the kids' last week of school, my oldest graduation from 5th grade, and I was trying to prep for our trip that we were planning on taking in June. So I was like, it's just a lot of different transactions. I had to get the dog situated because my parents was going to be taking care of him while we were gone, so I wanted to make sure he had everything he needed. He needed to be groomed. I needed to get my hair done. My husband needed a haircut. Y'all, it was just so much going on this week. So as you can see, tons and tons and tons of transactions. So nothing too crazy out of the ordinary. It's just one of those things where it's just a lot of different going back and forth. So bill wise, only the internet bill, Sling TV, and the mortgage came out, so we can go ahead and take those off. That is auto deducted from the account. And then y'all, we needed to get gas a couple of times. You can see here, this lets you know how many times we were driving. So $75 for the truck, and then $61 for the car. And then my friend's wedding was out of town at a hotel, so we had to drive to the hotel and then get valet parking. So the $30 valet, and then just our regular, weekly filling up the car and the truck. So that's why I had 3 transactions in the gas category. I don't know why I did not highlight the debt right here. This was just for our solar panels. This is the only debt that we have right now that has to be like paid monthly, like a monthly payment. Everything else is either paid down, or like right now working on my student loans, I just pay what I can per month, but there's no payment due on those. So that's why I only have usually just the one item that comes out monthly out of debt, which is a great thing. So that was $195, and that did come out of our checking account. And then everything else, we got life insurance, that was another bill. Miscellaneous right here. So my daughter's field trip, her end of the year, like 5th grade trip, was to SeaWorld. I didn't really budget for that. I don't know why. I kind of just forgot about it. So I ended up using $115 out of the miscellaneous category. Thank goodness that was there, and that's why I typically leave some rollover in my categories just in case if something comes up or if I go over budget, I have some places to pull from. So it worked out great. I was able to use the miscellaneous category for the SeaWorld trip plus her graduation gift. So we will make sure that the amounts are correct when we account for all the transactions for the month and plus the amount that we were going to add in our budget. So we're going to do that. And then I do need to account for these last 2 childcare payments. So I will be pulling $50 out of that to give to my sister. All right, and let's see, everything else, I had to get my hair braided for the trip, so I definitely need to pull that out of the sinking fund account. So my braids here, and then my husband haircut, we have to account for that because he used the debit card to pay for his haircut. So I have to do the $45, the $130, the $18, and y'all, this huge transaction right here, $209 out of the car maintenance. The day of my friend's wedding, the car battery died. So that was not fun. We had to take care of that. Luckily, we figured it out early in the day. The wedding wasn't until like 5 o'clock that evening. So we were able to go ahead and get his car battery replaced. So that was $209. I did charge that, so I need to make sure to pull that money out of the car maintenance sinking fund. And then y'all, groceries, we only had one grocery transaction. Believe it or not, I had already started preparing and getting all the food in the house to prepare for our trip. So I did a lot of bulk grocery shopping in the week prior, and we were good. It was only $83 for the whole week. So let's go ahead and add up all of our transactions for week 4. All right, so we had $83 in groceries, $50 for our spending that we need to account for, $166 for gas, $935 total for our bills, $50 for childcare, $162 for miscellaneous, and let's see, $477 out of the sinking funds, and then the $195 for our debt, which is the solar panel payment. Okay, so that was $2,118. All right, so now that I've gone over all of our spending for the whole month with you guys, what I'm going to do now is go through all the cash envelopes. And y'all know we typically do a cash stuffing weekly. So I don't want to confuse anyone. What I'm doing at this point is making sure I have the end amount that's supposed to be in the cash envelopes, okay? So kind of confusing, but what I'm going to do is we're going to go over our weekly wallet, and I'm going to go over our rollover wallet. So I've already calculated everything, and that means I went through each category, added up all the transactions, and deducted it from the amount that we had rolled over from April, plus the amount that I was going to originally stuff in our cash envelopes, right? And the reason why this is so easy for me to do at this point is because I track all of my spending in real time. Doesn't really matter if I pull it out of the envelope now or at the end of the month, right? I still account for every transaction, whether it's on a credit card or whether it's cash. So I just know exactly how much I'm supposed to have at the end of May. So for groceries, you guys, I'm supposed to have $361. So that includes the rollover that I had from April, plus the $640 that I budgeted for groceries for the month of May. And we took away all our transactions, so we are supposed to have $361. So I'm going to go ahead and empty out my weekly wallet. All right, so this is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. All right, so this is 160. I'm going to add it to here. So I'm adding that to my rollover. So I need to just make sure this has $361. If it's too much, I'm going to take that money out. I'm going to put it to my back to the bank pile. And if it's not enough, I'm going to add money to it, if that makes sense. Okay, so for groceries, I should have 361. So let me count out 361. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60. Okay, so this is the extra amount right here, the $80, and I need to get a $1 bill to put in here. So I'm going to take this 20, and I'm going to put that 20 right here, and then I'm going to take a 10, a 5, and 5 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's 20 that I just broke, and I'm going to go ahead and put that $1 bill here. Hope I did not confuse anybody. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 61. So this is the amount that I should have rolling over into June. So I'm gonna put that back into my grocery envelope. And then this is what is going back to the bank. $20, $40, $60, $75, $76, $77, $78, $79. All right, so this right here is going to be my back to bank pile right there. And then next up is spending. So remember how we were talking about I need to get my $100, I need to give my husband his $100. So I'm actually going to take this $25 out. Just because this was already in my weekly amount and I already got 100 here for both of us. So this is just technically going to go back to the bank because I didn't want to be confused and mess things up. So I'm going to get 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And then my husband is going to also get 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So I'm going to put his to the side and give that to him today. And I'm going to put my $100 in my rollover envelope. All right, moving on to family fun. Family fun is supposed to have $166. So y'all, this one I think I do have to add money to because we didn't have any transactions in the family fun category at all, right? So I'm just going to double check here. 0, 0, 0, 0. Yeah, so we didn't have any transactions in the family fun category. So what I'm going to do is whatever I need to add, I'm going to use the back to the bank pile. So we have in here already. All I'm doing, y'all, is just making sure my envelopes are correct moving into June, okay? So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. So 166 minus 91, $75. So I got to add $75 to family fun, and then this one will be correct. So let me see what I got in my back to the bank pile. I should have $75 in here. 20, 40, 60, 75. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to count this one more time to make sure I have $166 for family fun. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So $166 is correct. Perfect. Childcare. All right, y'all. So childcare, I need to pull out the money for childcare just for 2 because I did pay her directly the first part of the month. I just have to account for that last week. So I need to take out $50 to give to her. 20, 40, 45, and 50. And then the end amount that I should have in my cash envelope for childcare should be $215 after I take out the 50. So this 50, I'm going to give this directly to my sister. Put that to the side. So this should be $215. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 5, 10, 15. All right, so this is correct. And now we can move over to gas. So gas, the ending amount that I should have after all the transactions and everything that I would have added for the month of May, it should be $173. So I know I'm gonna have to take some money out because this is 75 right here. So let's see what we got. Oh, maybe not. We might not have to take anything out. All right, so this should be 173. Let's see how much this is. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 30, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. So we have 154. So gas has, so I needed 173. We're going to do minus 154. I have to add $19. And y'all, all these ones, let me see. Let me get the $19 first. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Woo, we just made it. But I'm going to get rid of some of these ones because this is too much. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I want to make sure that this is 173. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 160, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, and 3. So this is 173. Let me take back 10 of these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put that in my back to the bank. No, I'm gonna put that in my cash. Ooh, actually, let me see if I have another 10. Then that way I can use the 20. There we go. Had to work it out in my head. So now I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 170, 1, 2, and 3. So we have $173. That is supposed to be in the gas envelope that we're rolling over into June. All right, so back to the bank pile, only has 10 in it. Let me see what this is. 10, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 31, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. We still have our change. That's supposed to be $35. And then we only have one more category to make sure it's correct, and that is our miscellaneous category. Miscellaneous is only supposed to have $72. So we got way more than we should. I did use this envelope or this category quite a bit for May. All right, so let me count out $72. 20, 40, 60, 70, 1, and 2. Okay, so the $72 is what's going back into the envelope. 20, 40, 60, 71, and 2. And then the rest of that is going to the back to the bank pile. All right, and this is 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. So $120 is going to the back to the bank pile. All right, y'all, so my cash envelopes are officially done and correct. So now at this point, all I need to do is take out the money from the sinking funds. I am not going to add any money to those. I'm going to do a whole separate video with my monthly cash stuffing for my sinking funds for the month of May. But I am going to go into the beauty envelope, the car maintenance envelope, and the vacation envelope. So let's go to beauty first. And I just have to take out the money for the haircuts and my braids. So that was $45 2 times for his haircuts, and then my braids were $18 for the hair, and then $130 for the actual, price to get my hair done. All right, so I'm going to be taking out $238. All right, so we do have copy money and real money. But let's see how much I actually have in here, because like I said, I have not done the cash stuffing for the month for this, so I might have to put an IOU in here. So I have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 10, 15, 16, 17. So 238 minus 217 is $21. I'm going to put an IOU in here. All right, so we're going to do negative $21. And this is just letting me know when I do my cash stuffing for May that I'm going to deduct the $21 for whatever amount that I had planned. I think for beauty we planned about $100 for this category. So whatever the amount is, I'm going to deduct the $21 from that. So we are done with the beauty category. Next up is the car maintenance. And I think we're going to have to do the same thing with that one. Have to do an IOU. So car maintenance, we spent $209 out of here for the car battery. And we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 180, 190, 200. So we have $200 in here. We're going to do an IOU just for the $9. So when I do my cash stuffing, I'm going to take that $9 away from the amount that I was going to stuff for the month of May. All right, so that one is done. And then this is going to go to the back to the bank pile. All right, last one, and then this is the biggest one. Whew, this is the vacation payment. I am taking $2,000 out of here. Y'all see how thick this envelope is? We are going to take $2,000 out. And then I'm going to put all that back to the bank. All right, so we got to do $2,000. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 20, 40, 60, 80, 900, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000. So this is 1,000 here. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 60, 80, 10. All right, so yeah, so this should be $2,000. I'm going to recount it just to make sure. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 60, 80, 10. So that's 1,000. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1,000. So we have 2,000. This is going back to the bank. Don't think I can fit it all in here. Can I? Yep, I can. Okay. All right, and then in vacation, we still have left, and I still have to do the cash stuffing for the month of May to add to this. But we still have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 96. So we still have $600 for our vacation. And I'm going to leave that in here, and then y'all, the next video is going to be our cash stuffing for the month for our sinking funds for the month of May. So I will be adding to all the sinking funds, not the cash envelope, just the sinking funds. Okay, so let me make sure I have my $35 of what we started off with. 20, 30, 20, 30. Y'all, I can't count. 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is what I started off to break any bills for change. So we are right there. So now we can just see what we are taking back to the bank. All right, let me go ahead and sort this out. Alright guys, I'm back. So I sorted out everything. This is my copy money. I'm going to be taking out $160 from the sinking fund account and applying that to the credit card bill. All right, and real money, we're going to be taking back to the bank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800, 50, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 60, 80, 10. So that's 1,000. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 80, 380, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so in real cash, we're going to be taking back to the bank $2,387. And y'all, I finally made it through the month of May because I literally just tracked everything online. I was like, I was so busy, and I'm like, I'll just deal with this later. I'll just make sure I keep account of all my spending and make sure everything is correct at the end of the month. And here we are well into June, and I'm like, I still haven't done it. So I'm just glad I got it over with. It's a little bit of housekeeping, as they say, making sure that you are staying on track, being disciplined enough to, you know, be responsible and go back and make sure I am taking account of all of my spending and making sure I'm not going over budget. So I know I am rambling. This video is super, super long, and thank you for sticking with me as I get all of my finances in order. We are done with May, yay. So let's go ahead and do a hashtag for this particular video. Let's just do May budget check-in, because honestly that's what we did. We checked in for all our 4 weeks of May, and we made sure that our cash envelopes were correct. So let's do hashtag May budget check-in. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to give a thumbs up. Leave me that hashtag comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'm going to put a few videos right here on the side that you can check out, and maybe you'll consider hitting that subscribe button. I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.